ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, Madam Romina Kurshid-Alam, Coordinator to the Prime Minister on Climate Change and Environmental Coordination. My sister, Madam Anna Munawwar, Madam Senator Stara Hayas, my brother Zafar Jasper, dear partners. As you know, inshallah this year, Azerbaijan hosting COP29 November. I will just brief you about the position of my country to make the COP one of the successful one, COP29. It is obvious that impacts of climate change are increasingly evident. Greenhouse gas emissions from human activities have led to unprecedented heat waves, prolonged droughts, devastating floods. Climate change is a global challenge that goes beyond national borders. Rising global temperatures affect livelihoods globally on a daily basis. This year, inshallah, the world will gather in Baku for COP29, a historic opportunity to advance the global climate action agenda. Climate change impacts our only home, the Earth, and every nation must be unwavering in this battle. COP29's fundamental message is that our common humanity can transcend political differences and stand together in unity. Amidst conflicts spreading and rising, this ideal is more critical than ever. It is a unique chance to bridge divides and find paths toward lasting peace. Conflicts increase greenhouse gas emissions and ravage the environment, polluting soil, water, and air. The devastation of ecosystems and pollution caused by conflicts worsen climate change and undermine our efforts to safeguard the planet. Climate talks must be unifying, with undivided attention and cooperation by all. We call on everyone to observe the COP truce during the month of the COP29. Let the COP truce serve as a symbol of human solidarity. Let's unite for a safer, more prosperous and sustainable future for all. It is only by prioritizing peace and climate action that we can ensure a livable planet for future generations. Azerbaijan itself has suffered from impact of a war and occupation on climate. Upon liberating its territories in 2020, Azerbaijan uncovered shocking evidence of Armenia's destruction of and failure to protect environmental irresponsible and illegal construction and mining activities in forest regions, including in what had been protected nature reserves prior to Armenia's illegal occupation in 1991, has put more than 500 wildlife species at risk in Azerbaijan. That's why I all inviting you to joint solemn appeal on COP truce. And as you know, Azerbaijan was chosen to host COP29 with unanimous support from all countries. We are dedicated to further promoting global solidarity and unity in addressing the challenges of climate change. COP29 will be a force for good, connecting north, south, east and west, and mobilizing the international community to make progress on halting global warming. Climate finance will be an important part of the negotiations at COP29. We are listening to all parties to understand their expectations and help them refine potential landing zones based on a shared vision of success so that we can deliver a fair and ambitious new goal. We need financial service industry to deepen green capital market, that will enable us to create viable economic models for climate positive action to make sure that protecting the planet pays. Climate adaptation and loss and damage will be critical to global response to climate change. As part of the collaboration, we will work together within Troika of presidencies to significantly enhance international cooperation and international enabling environment to stimulate ambition in the next round of NDCs. We are working to promote an inclusive process that delivers inclusive outcomes at COP29. Only through an inclusive COP we can develop the right way forward and make real progress. Azerbaijan will run an inclusive COP to address everyone's priorities for inclusive outcomes. No one party has all the solutions, so everyone is invited to bring theirs. To succeed, we need contributions from everyone, in every country and every community. Climate change does not recognize borders. It's a threat to all of us, so we must unite to fight it. We will work to promote an inclusive process where everyone's voice are heard. Azerbaijan is experienced in running inclusive multicultural diplomacy, most notably through its recent chairmanship of non-aligned movement and its efforts to ensure that everyone's voices were heard and their interests represented. The extensive participation of women in organization committee for preparations for COP29, the perfect protection of gender balance, especially in mandated positions, is a clear example of attitude of leadership of Azerbaijan to this aspect of the issue as well. The gender composition of both organizing committee and participating teams, volunteers involved in the activity with all its sides and the NGOs, which is now in the most important part of the preparation process, indicates a balanced level of participation and effective representative of women. Youth also have the most to lose from climate change. Young people and future generations will be impacted the most by climate crisis and inherit some of the greatest challenges. Current youth are the largest generation ever. They will have the greatest needs as climate change reduces the planet's ability to support populations. Youth will be crucial to delivering solutions and a just transition. Young people are not just victims. They are also one of our greatest hopes for a better future. Global youth are increasingly engaged in climate activism and policy making. Young people will play a key role in developing and pioneering sustainable solutions across both mitigation and adaptation. In this regard, youth must be equipped with education and skills to take effective climate action. Every individual has a role to play to meet our collective climate ambitions. We must ensure that future generations are equipped with the knowledge that they need to make responsible choices. As COP29 host, Azerbaijan leads by example as we have put climate action into the heart of our national plans. I will just go briefly on the summary of the COP29 President's initiatives and outcomes. It includes Climate Finance Action Fund, the Baku Initiative for Climate Finance, Investment and Trade, COP29 Green Energy Zones and Corridors Pledge, COP29 Global Energy Storage and Grids Pledge, COP29 Hydrogen Declaration, COP Truth Appeal, COP29 Green Digital Action Declaration, the Baku Initiative on Human Development for Climate Resilience, the Baku Harmonia Climate Initiative for Farmers, COP29 Declaration on Reducing Methane from Organic Waste, COP29 Multi-Sectoral Actions Pathways, Declaration for Resilient and Healthy Cities, COP29 Declaration on Enhanced Action in Tourism, COP29 Declaration on Water for Climate Action, the Baku Global Climate Transparency Platform. You can get acquainted in detail all these initiatives and outcomes through the official website of COP29. And at the end, I would like to bring to your attention that Azerbaijan has made the green growth one of key priorities of development. President of Azerbaijan declared 2024 as Year of Solidarity for a Green World to foster momentum on climate action at the national level and beyond. Today, Azerbaijan is regional leader in green energy transition. In the recent years, we have been prioritizing green projects all over the country. We are developing smart cities and villages in the liberated territories. Karabakh and East Zengezur economic zones, Nakhchivan Autonomous Republic will be net zero emission zones by 2050. By 2030, the share of renewables in the installed capacity of electricity generation in Azerbaijan will reach 30%. At the end, I would like to assure you that COP29 will be one of the largest and most important international events in 2024. We look forward to support from brotherly country Pakistan in forging a consensus in Baku COP29. Only through our collective efforts we can address the climate challenges and safeguard our ecosystem for future generations. Thank you very much for the attention.